So the starters of Pokemon Legends ZA are Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. And today I'm gonna shiny hunt all 3 of them. Yeah, that's about it. I'm too lazy to make an actual introduction today, so guess what time it is? It's Chikorita time. Said literally no one ever. But jokes aside, I really like Chikorita. It's a super nostalgic Pokemon to me. It was my very first starter in Heart Gold all the way back when I was a kid, and it was also my very first shiny starter ever several years later. And I still have both of those Pokemon. They've just been sitting in PC boxes for years, so once ZA comes out, it might be their time to shine again. You know, I criticize sometimes when the grass disappears, but honestly, I would not be too bothered if, you know, the grass kept disappearing. There's a lot of little Pokemon, and it's hard to see them through the grass. I've got to keep my eyes peeled. Peeled like a banana. Peeled like a potato. Well, peeling my eyes like a potato would probably hurt a lot. Okay, that's not a Chikorita, but, you know, at the very least, we're seeing results. I've decided that I'm not going to be keeping the Deerling. I am going to be sending it out into the universe. I also named it Chikorita because I really just want to confuse whoever gets it. You know, I was kind of wondering what a shiny Sawsbuck would look like, and well, I think I have my answer now. Screw you, shiny deer. This hunt went on for several hours, but eventually, I am free from the Chikorita tyranny. It's been like 7 hours of just Chikorita hunting and nothing else. Oh, it's beautiful. Why did I use a Wrecking Ball? You know what? It's fine. We caught it. I love Chikorita, don't get me wrong. But like, this hunt sucked balls. All right, well, there's 1 down, 2 to go. Okay, well, it's now Tepig time. Oh, there we go. Look at all the Tepigs. And by that, I mean the 2 Tepigs. There's a Tepig horde. Never mind. It's nice to see the little pigs. Oh, this is so much better than the Chikorita. Seems like I've isolated Tepig here pretty well. But speaking of Tepig, I might actually be on Team Tepig for Legends ZA. Which is kind of a surprising thought because when I first saw the starters, it really wasn't my first pick. Initially, my first pick was Chikorita, but as I mentioned earlier, I still have my original Meganium and my shiny Bayleaf, and my second pick was Totodile, but, well, I'm doing this voiceover after finishing all the shiny hunting for this video, and the Totodile that I found is a bit unique, and I have further plans to make it even more unique, so again, probably just gonna transfer that one forward. And that just leaves Tepig. Maybe I'll just do what I did in, you know, Scarlet and Violet, what I did in this game. I don't like to be the guy that abandons starters, but like, you know, I just wasn't really into him or his evolution. Like, Fuecoco is perfect. I just didn't want to evolve him because I'm not a huge fan of his evolutions compared to his base form, and unfortunately he just got left by the wayside. So maybe I'll just end up doing that in Legends ZA as well, and instead of picking one starter, I just become like Team Patrat or something. Team Patrat. Is it Patrat or Patrat? Or is it P-Atrat? I don't know. But I am really excited that the Patrat is back, and I am absolutely gonna be, hey, shiny Tepig! And it's a marked shiny Tepig! See, Tepig was so much more cooperative than Chikorita. I can appreciate that. You know, Tepig, you get a few bonus points for that. The flustered mark, the easily flustered Tepig. I am also easily flustered. That is another point for Team Tepig. You can be sidekicks with Patrat. Yay, shiny Tepig number dos. Hashtag Team Tepig. I love how I've gone from I'm not enthusiastic about Tepig to hashtag Team Tepig in like the span of 30 minutes. And now it's Totodile time. Oh look, hey, guess who didn't make it to Legends ZA? That's right, those guys, you guys right there. I see 3 losers on my screen, and you're all 3 of them. I don't know if that made sense. Shortly after, I encountered the first shiny. Oh, I didn't even see him. I almost completely missed this guy. And then came the next. Oh. You get 1 dive ball. If you break out, you're dying. Oh. I hate to say it, but you chose poorly. And then a whole lot more after that. Seriously, I spent like 3 weeks hunting and found well over 16 shinies with no Totodile. I knocked most of those out. We're at the point where Herba Mystica is just more valuable to me than an actual shiny, which is kinda sad. Eventually, I had to abandon this specific endeavor. Long story short, Totodile here is not cooperating, so I'm gonna... Okay. Moral of the story is Totodile is not cooperating, so I'm gonna have to resort to some alternative methods. So we've come all the way here to Pokemon Emerald, where I have a nearly completed Hoenn Pokedex. The only Pokemon I'm missing right now is Salamence, which is very convenient because I have a Shelgon with a rare candy. And now we have our beautiful Salamence. That should make for a complete Hoenn Dex. While I was working on the Pokedex, I stumbled across a random shiny Lyron, and unfortunately, this was before the move Roar took the Pokemon's levels into account, so that put the L in Lyron. Anyway, when you complete the Hoenn Pokedex in Emerald, you unlock a special event where Professor Birch lets you choose one of the Johto starters. Obviously, we're going for Totodile here, and at this point, I decided to just RNG manipulate to get the shiny. Basically, Emerald's RNG is so broken and easily predictable, with the right tools you can pinpoint a shiny frame, and with the right timing, you can generate a Pokemon on that frame, and it will be shiny. That's a bit simplistic because, well, I'm not very smart, but if you're interested in learning more about this RNG stuff and how to do it yourself, in the description I've linked a video by I'm a Blissey that is far more informative than anything I could do here. It's a pretty repetitive process. You need to reset the game at the right time, obtain the Pokemon at the right time, calculate the IVs to find out what frame you hit, then recalibrate the timer and try all over again. But with enough patience, you'll eventually hit the right frame. Look at that beauty. It is so nice to finally have this little guy. I started this video back like the first week of March, and it is now like mid-July. So there's a nice normal Poochyena. And there's a nice shiny Totodile. But I would say we have accomplished what we have set out to accomplish today, so I guess we end the video off here. If you enjoyed this video, maybe you'll consider sticking around for whatever we do next, but in the meantime, I have been Doof. This is one of my favorite sounds ever, and I will see you for the next video.